I've started getting into escalating recently, and I've started racking up playtime, and so I decided to make basic guides for all the various characters in the game. These guides won't be anything like too in-depth and crazy. It's mainly for newer players. I'll cover the abilities, good items to use, and the basic play styles for them. And so to start the series off, I decided to pick Commando, because it's the basic character. Very simple, he's fun, he's fast, and yeah. Before I get into this, you can watch me over on Twitch and make sure to subscribe and stuff because that's cool. Anyway, abilities starting with Commando's left click. It's called double tap. He shoots his two pistols at a fast speed, hitting for 100% damage. He can shoot up to 6 shots per second with basic attack speed. This is the primary source of Commando's damage, so you want to just focus on shooting. Commando has 2 right click abilities. Phase round is the default ability, has 3-second cooldown, and fires 1 piercing bullet. This bullet does 300% damage and increases by 40% every time it passes through an enemy. It's also able to pass through terrain, which is cool, but it's not really that good. Commando's Phase Blast also has a 3-second cooldown and shoots 2 shotgun-like shots. The shots deal 8 times 200% total damage. This ability is unlocked by completing the Rolling Thunder challenge, which you have to land the killing blow on an overloading worm to unlock. I prefer using the Phase Blast since it's just like a close range option, since most of his abilities are long range. It's nice to just have some damage you can do up close real quick. There's not really any super good one, but I just prefer the Phase Blast. Commando's default shift ability is a roll that has a 4-second cooldown. It's nothing crazy, but it allows for some decent movement. His other shift ability is a slide that's unlocked by completing the Godspeed challenge, which is to charge the first stage teleporter within 5 minutes. This slide also has a full 4-second cooldown and allows you to shoot while sliding. And if you activate the slide while in the air, you get a smaller boost up instead of sliding. The slide is much better than the roll, and it's part of the reason why he's so fun, because you can slide around, turn around really quick, and it's really fun. Finally, Commando has 2 other abilities, Suppressive Fire and Frag Grenades. Suppressive Fire has a relatively long cooldown with 9 seconds. The ability rapidly fires shots that stun enemies, and the number of shots increases with the amount of attack speed you have. The amount of shots it shoots is equal to 6 times your attack speed, so your base attack speed will end up you having 6 shots, because, 6 times 1, yeah. Commando's Frag Grenades have a cooldown of 5 seconds, and you can stack up to 2, so it has 10-second cooldown. They deal 700% damage, and the grenades have an explosion time of 1 second after they bounce, so you can't hold it down and charge it and throw it out. They can't detonate in the air, you have to bounce it, and then it explodes. And the grenades don't have a stun effect, they just stagger, but it's not as effective as a stun. I find the frag grenades very difficult to land because you have to bounce them, and while you're sliding around, that's very difficult. They're absolutely useless in the air, so that's one major downside of using the grenades, is that you have no high dealing damage for flying enemies, like you would have if you had Suppressive Fire. Anyway, to unlock this, you have to complete the Incorruptible challenge, which is to clear 20 stages without picking up any lunar items. I'm pretty sure this includes coins too. I would just stay away and just not pick up anything that's blue. Alright, so now for the best items you want to be using as Commando. The first item you want to focus on is a ukulele, because this makes things 10 times better. Besides ukulele, you want to focus on attack speed. You want to get some syringes, you want to get some Berserker Pauldrons, and the Predatory Instincts. There's also much more items that increase your attack speed. These are just a few. You want to also pick up some Lens Maker glasses, because these help you, hit critical shots, helping your Predatory Instincts make you shoot faster. So it helps each other like that. And also it's nice to, hit more crits. You might want to pick up some on-hit items like the Tri-Tip Dagger or stun grenades, just so you can constantly make them bleed or keep them stunned. Like with any other character, you want to have movement items, but movement items are very important for Commando because you can't tank shots. You have to run around and try and avoid everything. So getting movement items helps you slide, it just helps you in general, and it makes things more fun. So the basic playstyle for Commando, it's very simple. You run around and you shoot people the whole time. You just gotta be fast. Since you're not very tanky at all, you gotta just avoid shots, try and get out of danger. That's what your stun's able to do. It's able to stun enemies so you can relocate and slide around. Using your right click will help you get some good damage on elite enemies or just tank your enemies in general. You want to use his main left click ability, which is just his guns, because this is where you're going to just build up damage. You're not supposed to rely on your other abilities. You want to just focus on your guns. So yeah, Commando's very fun to play if you like sliding around and shooting stuff a lot. If you want to tank your character, maybe don't play him. If you want to just spray enemies and just run super fast, then play Commando. Anyway, that was my basic guide for Commando. If there's anything I missed that you think is worth mentioning, please let me know in the comments. And like and subscribe and all that stuff because that's like cool. And I will be making more character guides if, people actually want to see this. And yeah, see ya.